Claire.
Hi, I'm S.A.S. Together, we're the TheBullockSisters.
Do you find that you sometimes feel a little bit groggy in the morning? I know that we certainly do. And one of the ways that's really helped us, we call it our kind of little morning routine, is something we're just going to share with you now, and it really helps in terms of increasing your energy level, unblocking, sort of physical unblocking, and also promoting the health of the really important organs of the body. So over to Sarah, or S.A.S, to now run through some of the tones that will really help those organs.
Hi folks, sound and light are the future for healing. So with that, I'd like to get straight into a Taoist method of awakening, especially in the morning. We find that very helpful. So first of all, if we think about the kidneys are where we hold our energy, our power that we're given at birth, and obviously it can get depleted through many things. So if you'd like to focus on your kidneys, and the colour that we use for the kidneys is orange, a warm, rusty orange, but you can use any orange that you feel that would waken you up. And imagine the kidneys, which are sitting either side of your spine, about midway down in your back. So focus on them spreading out, relaxing, chilling out basically with this sound. And we repeat each of the sounds 6 times, although we won't do it here today because it could take a long time. But actually once you get into the flow, it's very swift. So 6 times, but I should just do it once. So the first sound for the kidneys, okay? Are we ready? Choy. So we cut the sound off very quickly. So it's fok choy. I know it sounds quite rude. It's quite fun to say as well. But it's actually fok choy, a bit like pak choy, the sort of Oriental Asian leaves. So fok choy, and we do that 6 times whilst imagining the kidneys relaxing, chilling out, and a beautiful fiery warmth running through them. Now the second area that I work on to liven us up in the morning is the liver. The liver has a lot of work to do. It runs over 500 functions in the body. So it really does need some help, and it gets very heated and agitated. And you can tell when people are very liverish because they're quite angry and cross a lot of the time. So to calm down the liver, we use the sound shh. And I'll demonstrate it. And if you can imagine, the liver loves to spread out, really taking over the whole body if possible. But just visualize it and visualize the liver relaxing and spreading out. And with the sound, using this. So we take a deep breath. So that is a sound very similar to if you're trying to ask someone to quietly shut up. You might say shh. So that's the sound for the liver, the shh sound. Now next, we move on to the heart. How to open the heart and be ready to receive all that abundance in your day. We use the sound ah. Very similar to when we're talking to a baby. We'd use ah. So visualize the heart is either as green colour to bring in abundance, or pink to feel softened and more love. So again, you can start with any tone, but the word is ah, or the sound is ah. So we're ready? Ah. That's the sound ah, and you can remember that by when you speak to little ones or something cute, it's ah. So again, repeat that 6 times. And then we move on to the lungs. Now the lungs obviously pick up lots of pollution, and we're not getting as much oxygen in our system, so to liven us up, especially first thing in the morning, to increase our oxygen and blood supply around the body, we bring in the energy to clean the lungs out. So if you can visualize, when you go to the garage, for example, you might have seen how they use those tools, or when you're cleaning a path, a jet wash. So if you can visualize, close your eyes and imagine your lungs with all those little nooks and crannies just situated here behind the rib cage, and visualize you cleaning out those lungs, every little nook and cranny, with the sound like a snake. And the sound is I'll repeat that again. You take a deep breath. So that's the sound of the lungs. And then on the organ side, the final one is the spleen. Now the spleen likes to take the heat away from the liver. And so, but the spleen likes to be squashed and really shriveled up tight. That's how it loves to be, squished and shriveled up tight. So if you can visualize the spleen, which is again just on under the rib cage on the left hand side of the body, and the sound that we use whilst thinking of it all squashed up is the sound of So that's completion of the 5 organs that we have cleared, and you will feel energized and ready to go. The other sound is also when we're mingling with lots of people on crowded tubes, or we're flying in the air, or having to go through maybe the X-ray machine, security. What is a fantastic way to protect the body is to visualize coming from the solar plexus, which is just above the stomach and just below the diaphragm. There is a point there where we visualize light pouring out and surrounding you in a bubble of light, which then gives you protection from all incoming energies when you want to close yourself down a little bit. And the sound for that is O, O. So I'll take a deep breath, and again we repeat all these sounds 6 times, and for some reason that embeds it in your cellular memory. So if you're ready, take a deep breath. And that should beautifully allow you to pass through any energetics that doesn't really isn't compatible with yours. So there's a really good helpful tips, and they have really helped me and Claire. And finally, just so you can connect to the universal energy, you can visualize there's an energy center on top of your head called the crown chakra, which stands for wheels of light. And all you do is just visualize it opening like a flower. And you can feel energy coming in through the crown chakra. And if we sound this particular sound, it's the sound of the universe, and will help you to connect to your higher wisdom. And the sound is Om. So we'll repeat that 3 times, Claire, and you can feel the resonance, and you can feel it running around your body when you've done it. So if you're ready, taking a deep breath. Om. And that completes our sounds for today. And maybe a little sound that I love which you can maybe practice at home, is getting your voice resonant and deep down into your belly. And for women, this is where we hold our womb space, where we hold our power. Thank you for your attention. I hope you've got something to take away with you, and you can click on this anytime, this video, and reacquaint yourself with the sounds. Thank you for your attention. So from S.A.S and from
Claire,
together we are the Bullock Sisters. Bye for now.